you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground,
everybody. Welcome to what is the Plymouth Argyle versus Middlesbrough preview. As you can,
No, I don't want to do that. There we go.
What are you trying to do?
I knew I was doing what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to do that. That's what I want.
Right,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Anyway, but no, the
You
main
tell
news,
me, Liam.
of course, is that
Oh yeah.
our main presenter is not here. Harvey Rosevear is not here tonight, so I'm going to say to that, what a sad shame. So moving on. Moving on. So yeah, of course, it's myself, Liam, Darryl, of course. Darryl, of course, has been waiting all season for this preview, of course, and we've also got two more Middlesbrough fans with us on. We have got NMP Football with us, joining us, and we have got Yusuf, also a Middlesbrough fan, joining us. How are we doing, lads?
Pretty good, mate. Glad to be on.
Yeah, good, thank you.
That's very good. That's very good. Now, of course,
And I will say all thanks to me, by the way, for pestering
Yes.
these lads with messages about it.
it is all
Absolutely.
thanks to a certain Darryl Johnson on the right there, as we can see.
It's always good when you know different YouTubers. So.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And can I just say, just a warning before we get on to this stream. Don't be surprised if you hear in the background how have they not scored that, because this stream is happening while
Leeds.
Leicester and Leeds are playing. right now.
Everybody's watching Leicester versus Leeds at the minute.
Everyone's
Leeds have
watching
just
Leicester.
recently scored, haven't
So, but all I'm going to say is that I've predicted it to be a draw, and as it stands, it is a draw. So we'll see.
You
what
can
happens.
do one. I've got Leicester on my bet.
Yeah, I knew Liam would say that.
Ooh.
Anyway, first things first, of course, the last games that we've had, of course, obviously our previous game was against Ipswich, of course, away from home. How confident are you feeling coming into tomorrow as it stands, Liam?
Well, I mean, from the performance, I'm confident, yeah, but form-wise, not really, no. Personally, I'll take a draw. I think a win's a bonus at this rate. Because, don't get me wrong, I've said, even before the season and during the season, that our home form is going to be the main key to keeping us up. Because any away... Go on, no. Because any away win's a bonus, really, because I think, personally, we can beat QPR because they're poor. But where are we going to get the other away wins? That's the only question. So, but as long as we don't lose tomorrow, that'll be the main positive.
No.
Well, we
that's
all said
fair
this
enough.
before, didn't we? Like, sort of at the start of the season, because obviously the likes of me, Jake, and because I've got a few friends called Jack as well. It gets very confusing.
Yeah.
Got me
the
back
like-
on Instagram as well.
The likes of me. Did I call you Jack on Insta?
Yeah,
Right.
you call me Jack on Insta as well. The first message, you went, Jack. Hiya, Jack.
Sorry. well. I meant Jake. The likes of me, Jake, and Yusuf know very well after watching Bow in the Championship since we got relegated again in 2017. It's probably the toughest league in the world to call. And for a team like Plymouth, who are just coming up from League One and haven't been in a league of this caliber since 2010, obviously I've had past experience in this league. But Liam did say, and I think we all said it the same, we all agreed on this actually at the very start of the season, that if anything's going to save you from the relegation zone, it is your home form.
Yeah, it is.
Agreed.
Because it was, I mean, in a way, it was the case, wasn't it really the case in League One, wasn't it? You got promoted mainly because of your home form being almost second to none, apart from Fleetwood and Port Vale and Lincoln.
No, because our away form was league as well, wasn't it, Jack?
No, your away
Our
form was
away form
decent.
wasn't
You were
that bad. It
inconsistent.
just wasn't as ideal as Ipswich's and Sheffield Wednesday's, obviously.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you were a little bit inconsistent.
We were a little
you
bit
were good at
inconsistent
home,
away
but you've
from
been
home. I do
inconsistent.
agree with that, yes.
This
Because there are a lot of
season-
draws we picked up away from home as well, like
Yeah.
the Burton
Obviously.
game, for example, which obviously
This
drove mine
season-
and Liam's head in. So there we go.
Difficult. This season, you have managed to pick up some decent away points. I mean, I was at Hull, wasn't I? Bloody hell, what a cracking game that was. Hull was a decent game, despite it only being 1-1. It could have had more goals in that game.
Yeah.
But Hull was a decent away point for you. Watford away was a good point. But what you're looking for, really, is that elusive first away win, which you
We are.
haven't had since you beat Port Vale.
Exactly.
Yeah, Paul, very
true.
good day. Very much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That
you
is
won
the
the league.
last time we've won away
You won
from
the league.
home. See, well, when we got onto next weekend's preview, it doesn't get any easier for us, isn't it? When we play Leeds.
No, because you're away to Leeds.
But we'll be very
And
interested.
we know all about Leeds. We never win there.
Another meme. Goal score for the Valiants. Way. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That does happen. That does happen.
Going back to Port Vale.
It'll also be different because Stephen Schumacher has said in his pre-match interview already that both of our strikers, Ryan Hardy and Mustafa Bundu, they are both out for tomorrow. It has been completely confirmed. They've both got grade 2 hamstring strains.
Which means
Does that dimmer our confidence slightly for tomorrow, Lincoln? Liam, or do you think Whittaker will
Lincoln?
I know, I can't believe I just said Lincoln. It's probably because you just mentioned Lincoln as one of our defeats then. So I've accidentally called Liam Lincoln, for fuck's sake.
At least you're linking up well.
Yeah.
Well, no, either way, no.
And blow off.
Hardy's obviously not going to be there tomorrow. Neither is Bundu. But with the form he's on lately, Liam, do you think Whittaker's going to be in for a at least some sort of strong performance tomorrow against one of the favourites for the championship this season?
Yeah, he scored that beauty against Ipswich, didn't he? Which is on the channel. Which is on the channel because I got it on camera. So happy days. I mean, Whittaker will be the main threat for Borough, I reckon, along with probably Mumba if he can actually play well. Because the last couple of games he hasn't played well.
Yeah, I agree. I think he has been underperforming lately. I do agree with that.
Did I hear that right? Whittaker will be the biggest threat for Borough. You mean for Argyle?
For Borough, because you're playing us.
Yeah, I think that's
but he's going to be the main threat for your team, isn't he? Because he's going to be the one that's probably causing those issues. So unless I've just sort of misunderstood it, I don't know.
Speaking of Borough, how are you guys feeling at the moment coming into tomorrow? Obviously, you lost to Stoke last time, so that was a bit of a blow. But you have knocked our biggest rivals out of the Carabao Cup, which I've said to Darryl a million times. Thank you. From yours sincerely, the Argyle Way. Thank you.
We all know that it was not straightforward, but it never is when we play League One clubs. Because I will say this is not a great thing to say. Obviously, when we're about to play Port Vale in the cup in the quarters. Well, last time we got to the quarters, we lost to Burton in League One. So,
go on.
It's not great, but. Yeah, I mean, look, Exeter was a tough game. I mean, we knew all along it was going to be difficult because with them being at home, obviously.
Brilliant goals.
It was a good game.
Some top-class goals.
Brilliant goals.
If we play anything like we did against Stoke, then you might as well just give Plymouth the 3 points because we were all over the shop.
We were terrible.
What actually happened in that Stoke game for Borough? What do you feel went
wrong? For us, nothing really. Terrible in the final third, having opportunities and wasting them, and then defensively getting caught out by 2 pretty easy chances that we could have defended a lot better. The goals they did score, though, I mean, the second goal they scored was fair play. It was a good goal from them, but that first goal should not concede goals from a set piece, and that has been an issue for us for a lot of the season. We tend to concede goals from either long throws or set pieces. It's happened, well, not just this season, but last season was the case as well. But I think it's a tough game, obviously, because I know full well what your home record is like. You are decent at home. Obviously, you've started to dip in form a little bit, obviously, recently. But you're starting to claw 1 or 2 points back, obviously. Yeah. That win against Sheffield Wednesday was pretty important.
The point against West Brom, that's another thing. Like, we should have won that. That was one of our best away performances of the season, that was.
Yeah, we should have.
I was watching that. Yeah, you should have won it.
Your defense.
Yeah, no, Bundu had some cracking shots, but they would have gone in if it wasn't down to their keeper, Palmer. He was unbelievable during that game for West Brom, and that's what kept them in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But overall, though, at the moment, is there anyone for your team tomorrow that we feel could be a massive threat for us tomorrow coming to home?
I'll have a latte, please.
Oh, I knew you'd say that. What about you two?
I'll tell you, the minute Latte Laugh gets the ball and he's going forward, he is bloody quick.
He's rapid. He's very fast.
I don't know if I'd say he's as quick as Adama Traore was, but he is
No.
very quick.
He's probably the fastest player we've ever had in Adama Traore.
Adama Traore.
He's some player as well. He's a brilliant player.
Yeah.
I liked Adama, but his end product just lacked.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
That's
liked
in
his
the
outside
past now,
the
when he's
foot,
gone back at Wolves, so he's at Fulham now, isn't he?
No, yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
he's
at
not
Wolves
yeah.
anymore.
Times
No.
have changed.
I loved his outside the boot crosses though. His outside the boot crosses were class.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
Yeah,
crosses,
they're
but
brilliant.
it's a difficult game for us. Obviously away from home. I mean, we went through 7 games without a win to start the season. Then obviously, until we played against Stoke, we were looking for what would have been eight wins on the bounce. So we're looking to bounce back in the league. Obviously, that win against Exeter. Yes, I mean, it probably wasn't our greatest game, but we got the win. That gives us a bit of confidence going into tomorrow's game. And it is a tough game because I know there'll probably be a few Bow fans, I know for a fact, because I've seen Bow fans say this before when we were playing Coventry in the playoffs, saying, no, we'll beat them 4-0. Oh, look what happened there. We lost. So
It's never the case.
there's no way we can underestimate the likes of Plymouth. We can't underestimate any teams in this league.
To be fair, the weird thing is, I had you to beat Southampton in that game at home as well.
Well,
'cause I thought it was the
nice.
best club you guys
I think
played,
most
and
of
you
us
did.
actually.
You did as well.
But then you got to remember, Stoke are now on 3 wins on the bounce now, so they've
They are.
started to turn a bit of a corner. But I say, it could be a game where both defences just cancel each other out. I can't see it because I reckon this definitely has goals in it. I've gone for 2-1 for Bow, obviously. Being a Bow fan, of course, I'd say that, wouldn't I? But no, Yusuf got a good squad. Obviously, I think he'll struggle though with Ben Waine being up front practically on his own.
Speaking of which, there is a
Morgan
comment
Whittaker can play
about
alongside
Wayne
him.
on the stream already. I'm going to get it up from the Janner of Plymouth here. Wayne needs the chance, and this might be the chance he needs to take if he starts. Yeah, fair enough. I tell you what, it would be his time to shine, wouldn't it? Because I thought he was very disappointing against Ipswich in my eyes, and got a lot of work to do. In fact, I'll read some of the comments for the time being here. While
Whittaker won't play at striker, I can say that.
No, I agree.
Whittaker's a right winger.
From Marcus here, what do you guys think of the thoughts of Simon Hallett's comments about being a Premier League pushing club? Is there a massive development of new money man coming in? Well, you know what? I'll say this now. I loved it because I've already said this to Darryl, Liam, Harvey millions of times on the Insta chat and whatnot. I've already said this. Everyone knows this. As long as we make the Prem before I'm dead one day, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. So we have at least one season there. Just give me one season of it and I'm happy with it. But Liam and I have said so many times, as long as we don't go back down to League One, we're all right.
As long as you can survive at least this season, and then maybe
exactly. And then hopefully we can build an outsource. Caitlin's joined the chat. Can you see Whittaker playing striker with Harvey and Butcher injured? I mean, we just touched on that. Me and Darryl have said no. What do you think about this, Liam?
What's
about Whittaker?
Whittaker? I mean,
playing striker.
Oh, playing striker. I wouldn't mind it, to be honest with you. I think with his pace and his skill and that, he could do a lot of damage at striker. But personally, I would keep him where he is.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's always a good.
I'm trying to think, because Whittaker always plays on the right wing. He'll be up against Rav, won't he?
I believe so.
If he plays tomorrow, isn't he normally our left back or like our left-sided centre back or whatever?
Yeah, Marcus, the exact same opinion as me there, of course.
Well, we've already had that.
We've got a hi Yusuf from Mia.
Hi, Mia.
We've also got score prediction here, 3-2 to Borough. That would be a very interesting game of football.
Ooh. Like I said, no one can underestimate anyone in this league.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Andrew's got the other way around. He's got 3-2 to us.
He's Plymouth through and through, isn't he?
Yeah. No, I'll be lovely, but we'll see what happens. I've actually gone a different scoreline. I've actually gone me and Liam have both got draws for this game. Liam's got a 1-1. I've got a 0-0. And the reason being, The reason being I've got a 0-0 is because I just have a feeling Cooper will have a brilliant game tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting, though. I think had Hardy and Bundu been playing, I probably would have said a 1-1 or a 2-2. But I think it'll be a draw no matter what. I think we'll be up for it. But I think I can see you guys easily bouncing back tomorrow from that Stoke defeat. So that's why I see it.
We have to bounce back.
I don't know. I see us taking the lead like a 2-2 or something, and then I see you guys in the second half getting 2 goals or something. Or it'll be a 1-0 us, then it'll be 2-1 you guys, and then we'll get some sort of late equaliser.
It'll be nice.
Other than the Stoke game, the last couple of games we've been scoring in the second half and not the first. So, as I say, if you don't really score, if you don't score in the first half, then you'll most likely concede in the second half, unless obviously you're Stoke, and then you get a clean sheet against. GT is saying 2-0 Argyle, Whittaker and Callum Wright. I don't think Callum Wright though is back yet. GT. Callum Wright won't be playing. Really.
I think he's still out for injury, mate. So as much as I'd love to see him back tomorrow, I don't think he's going to start tomorrow. It would be brilliant though to see him back. Still injured, like Marcus just said. I'm looking for a draw. How long are the strikers injured for? Well, a hamstring injuries. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure
about 4 weeks.
When we play Leicester at the start of December.
4 weeks.
So that's going to be interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see us without those two for Leeds, for Sunderland, for Coventry, and then you've got Stoke.
I know you've got some bloody hard games coming up.
We have got
followed by Leeds away, Sunderland at home.
Exactly.
So they've got 2 northeastern clubs and then a crap West Yorkshire team. So
it'll be very interesting to see. I'm
you've
going to have a look at
your games.
I'm going to have a look at your running actually for November.
We haven't got
Leicester at home, then Bristol City away, and then Preston at home, and then on the 2nd of December you are away at Leeds yourselves. How many points do you reckon at the moment during that? If you had to have an early prediction. So us, then Leicester, then Bristol City, then Preston.
So I've got Hughes and Leicester, and then Bristol City and Preston, is it?
Yeah, Bristol City away, and then Preston at home, and then Leeds away.
I'm not allowed. Probably take 7 points. I don't see us getting anywhere against Leicester personally, but
nah, I don't.
And again, I've been wrong in the past. You have allowed to speak, Yusuf, by the way.
Yeah, I was just saying, what do you two think at the moment regarding tomorrow and this running at the moment?
I think we'll win tomorrow.
Well, what's your score prediction at the moment?
2-1 Borough, I think.
Oh, 2-1 Borough. I think you'll nick it at the end or something then.
2-1 Borough. I think you'll have a great atmosphere. I think you'll score first, but I think lately the players coming off the bench, like Darryl said, like second half, we've scored a lot of goals because the players off the bench have been scoring goals for us. So I think our bench is going to win it for us because obviously you're missing 2 of your big strikers.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be 2-1 Borough with Plymouth scoring first.
Oh, okay. What about you, Jake? What do you think at the moment?
Well, coming off Stoke, I'd say the same. First half, I think we're going to struggle. Michael Carrick's half-time talks have just been brilliant lately, haven't they? So I'd love to see how he does because we're still suffering with injuries, aren't we? McGree's still out. I don't know who's playing tomorrow. Morgan Rogers, I hope he goes on a nice little... I hope he goes on a good one, Morgan Rogers. I really hope he does. I like his play style. I like the way he tries to dribble through players. Sometimes he fails, but at least he's trying. Do you know what I mean? You don't get many players now that actually try.
If there's one positive, I'm going to say, is we've got Hayden Hackney back in the team.
That's good news for you.
I think we're going to miss Tommy quite a bit this season.
Yeah,
because he's now out to I think he's out for the entire season now with a ruptured Achilles, if I'm not mistaken. So that's about 7 months. I'll just let you know, Horsham are beating Barnsley.
Oh, yes. And Caitlin's just commented that as well. No, that's very interesting for the men
and
from Oakville.
Sheppey's 1-1 against Walsall. They took the lead.
Oh, interesting. So, what's Caitlin saying here? 2-1 Middlesbrough. I think you'll struggle without Hardy or Bundu. Yeah, no, I could see that.
Yeah, I think, we've all been saying that, really. But then again,
I hope Clegg's
got to remember.
Tomorrow. Yeah, I'd love to.
We've got to remember that Morgan Whittaker's been scoring. Well, Morgan Whittaker's been scoring goals left, right, and centre the last couple of games.
Yeah, well, here is something I actually have missed on
Oh,
Argyle
no, it's
TV
difficult.
so far. According to GT, Callum Wright is in the squad, and Shuey said so in the press conference. So that could be very interesting for tomorrow. If he really is in the squad then for tomorrow, he might come on second half, but I don't know. Will be interesting to see. If he really is back, though, that is a positive at least, considering now Hardy's out and now Bundu's out.
I'll tell you something I'd like, but knowing Carrick, he won't do this because he's obsessed with playing Coburn and Crooks. I'd like to see Latte and Rogers start.
Oh, interesting. What about you two? What do you think of that?
I think they deserve it. Yeah, I think the same. I honestly think they
Did
deserve it.
Rogers scored the other day?
Yeah, he deserves to start.
Wow,
he deserves it.
Definitely, but I think Carrick might keep them on the bench because second half it's going to be a tight game. So I think he likes to have good players to change the game in the second half.
Yeah,
and Latte's come off the bench quite a lot and actually made
exactly. Yeah,
so it's what I say. As soon as Latte Laff comes on,
yeah,
be ready to look one way and then in the blink of an eye look at the goal because he'll just shoot across the field. He's very quick and he's hold up. I'm not gonna lie. I think Latte Laff's hold up play is good as well. But Josh Coburn will start and. I like Josh.
Well, Coburn knows us as well from League One last season, so it wouldn't shock me. And obviously,
I don't know about Josh at the minute, but
last season when we played Bristol Rovers away, when he was playing, Rovers tore us apart that game in that 2-2 draw. They outclassed us from start to finish.
Wasn't Coburn close to joining you on loan?
He was very close, and then he stayed put with you guys, which. Obviously, as a Plymouth fan, I'm gutted he didn't join us, and it would have built our squad depth. But at the same time, it's good news for you guys that you have faith in him at the moment.
Definitely,
so it would be interesting.
Quite should be honest.
But the last time we faced each other was the 5th of April, 2010. We lost 2-0 at home in the Championship. The year we finally went down with Peterborough and Sheffield Wednesday. And then last time we played at the Riverside was October 2009, on Halloween 2009, where we won 1-0 at the Riverside. So lately, we've been doing better at the Riverside, and you guys have been doing better at Home Park.
Yeah, which is strange, isn't it?
Yeah, but you've got to remember, mate, that the teams, you compare in 2010 to now, both teams have changed massively.
That is true.
And
you guys have been a consistent Championship side, been in the Premier League for 1 year again in 2016-17, and then of course us. Well, we just weren't in League Two, then got back to feet in League One, and now back to where we feel we belong with this season. So there we go. It's been a long 13 years. I can promise you all that.
I know. I'm 21 now. I was only bloody 8 then.
Not exactly that, but it's been a very up and down decade for us lot in green on whatever league we're in, because we've been flirting between both the 3rd and 4th tiers. So that has been happening, of course. But that is the last time. That is the last time we played each other, and the last time before that was all the way back in 1992. The Janner on Plymouth said Argyle 5, Borough 2, got a cheeky £10 on it. Be very interesting to see.
I mean, to be honest, you did do it to Norwich, but I'm not gonna lie, we're much better than Norwich.
6-2, but near enough. Yeah,
we're much better than Norwich.
That reminds me of last season when we played the Scum at home, Exeter. I predicted us to win 5-2 at home, and we won 4-2. So close. It does happen. It does happen. Lucas is saying 4-1 Borough. So I like the confidence there, to be fair. Any replies to this? Yusuf is asking how you are.
Lucas is my good mate, Lucas Smallwood. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Lucas.
Nice.
Not related to Richie, is he?
He actually is. That's his uncle. I'm not even joking. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Richie Smallwood is from Borough, remember? He started his career at Borough. And
that's why I asked.
Yeah, literally, that's his uncle.
I just find that so funny that Darryl's been trying to come up with a joke then. And it actually is ending up true.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't a joke. It was a genuine question.
Fair enough.
Richie Smallwood now plays.
Sorry, mate.
Bradford, exactly.
Put it in the Discord later.
So are there any key missing players out for you guys tomorrow then? Of course, we've got Hardy and Bundu out mainly. But
Smith, Tommy's out for the full season.
Okay.
Tommy McGree.
Is
Is
McGree
McGree
still
out for
not
the rest
back
of the
in
season
yet?
now?
I think I would say he could, but if I'm going to give it a wise guess, I don't think he will be. Because he
He's
would
still
be
injured,
in
yeah.
training first, then
Yeah, he's still injured. I think him,
in the
Lenihan,
lineup, wouldn't
Tommy
he?
Smith,
Lenny
we've got
still
quite a
out.
few injuries.
Lenihan
Yeah,
as well, yeah.
Marcus Forza still injured.
and
Oh.
Lucas and Lewis O'Brien. I think they're all injured.
Yeah.
Is he still injured? Because I
O'Brien's
swear,
not gonna be in for
Marcus
ages.
Ford
Really got-
scored
we've
recently.
got no-
in
we haven't really got
Palace
any-
games as well.
New injuries. That's all I will say. We've got no new injuries. But yeah, the likes of McGree, I think we'll miss McGree because he's been really
Yeah.
good this
Yeah.
season.
Lucas
goal
has got a
scorer,
comment
really.
here saying, I'd rather have Vandenberg. He's young and just as good as Smith. What do you three
Yeah,
think
he's been
at the
excellent.
moment?
Yeah, Vandenberg's
He has
been one of our
been,
best signings.
He's been
Top player.
very good this season, yeah.
He's
I think
done
he's a
all
very
right.
good signing for us.
And the referee absolutely hates us because he's from Barnsley.
Oh, don't they hate all of us? We've got Darren England tomorrow, the man who
Yes.
robbed Liverpool back in September against Tottenham.
We know all about Darren England because he's lousy when he.
And you know who else is joining the championship as well? Anthony Bloody Taylor. It's just been announced today, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I read about that.
Yeah.
The Arsenal
very
fan, as
happy,
everyone
but-
calls him.
So Mia's got a question here. What's your prediction, Yusuf? You said 2-1 Borough, didn't you?
Yeah, 2-1 Borough. Yeah, 2-1 Borough.
We
I
all
think
got 2-1 Borough.
Plymouth first goal. Huh?
We all gone 2-1 Borough, haven't we?
I haven't, but
I
yeah.
think we
Well,
have,
not obviously
because I
not
did as
you.
well.
No.
Mm.
But all three of us are going for 2-1 Borough. See, I think some of our fans might underestimate Plymouth.
Yeah.
No,
definitely.
it's
Maybe
one
at
of our
the
hard
Riverside
games.
Stadium. Maybe at the Riverside Stadium, I could probably see why we maybe wouldn't underestimate them,
Yeah.
giving you away from. But when you're at home, it's a totally different game. And don't forget, it's two long journeys to Devon in the space of 5 days for Borough.
It is. I bet there's so many Borough
Ridiculous.
fans probably down here now, actually staying after that Exeter.
Yeah,
clash.
Yeah,
they are,
quite a
'cause
few
they stayed
I think
over
there's a
from
few.
Exeter as well.
There's a few staying in Plymouth and Torquay and Devon, etc. So there's a few staying
No, it doesn't surprise me at
the
all.
weekend.
Can Borough buy Tyrant
Whoops.
Wright in? Oh, Yusuf is gone. Can Borough
Yusuf's
buy Tyrant Wright in
disappeared.
January? He makes a good cup of tea. Lol. And then Lucas is saying he played at Bradford last year, couldn't get in the team. Yeah, no, that's again about.
Oh, was he? Oh, was that
Right.
Richie that you on about? I thought because one is it was.
I think he's on about Tyrant Wright because he was at Bradford.
Oh, Terry White. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yusuf is reconnecting for the time being, of course.
He has left.
For the time being, then,
Oh,
actually, Liam and I haven't actually asked each other this yet, but what's your predicted lineup for tomorrow, then, Liam, for us?
I'll leave it there.
Oh, it's set my lineup on the other stream, but I'll go for it now if you want.
Yeah, all right, then.
No one then.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the
While I
lineup.
wait for Liam, I'll just go through mine for the time being. I'm going to say,
Be an easy game if that was the case.
well, I mean, Cooper,
I know, yeah.
Cooper's a definite. Cooper has to start.
3.4
tomorrow. I mean, he's
for
back for a
jeez.
reason. Obviously, with Hardy out, I am expecting some changes for tomorrow. So I'm going to say Cooper in goal. Now I'm going to say a back three of Gibson, Scar, and Plegswello. Then the wing backs. Kesler, Hayden. I'll stick with what we did for Ipswich, actually. No, I'm not actually. Joe Edwards had a great game when he came on, in my opinion. I'm going to say Kesler, Hayden, and Joe Edwards. And then the midfield duo. Oh, God. In fact, you know what? This might be a really unpopular opinion, but I am gonna back it. I'm gonna go
Yeah, probably not.
Oh, actually, no, I was going to go for that, but no, then I would have had two up front. So, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say Randall and Cundall in midfield. They both did all right, in my opinion, against Ipswich. And then my front three, I am going to say Whittaker, Mumba, and Ben Wayne. I think Azaz is going to be dropped tomorrow, and that's mainly because I thought he was poor versus Ipswich, in my opinion. It wouldn't shock me, though, if Shuey does start him, given how brilliant he has been this season. But at the same time, Houghton could be back tomorrow and he could be in instead of Randall or Cundall. But I personally start both Randall and Cundall tomorrow.
Just saying this, by the way, we did it against Exeter, mate.
If Argyle score first,
So-
they'll win. We can't get back into games. That's about. And GT
Not
saying
necessarily.
hopefully
I mean, I know we didn't get back in the
Well-
game against Stoke, but we never really got going against them. That was just an off day for us. But against
What's-
Exeter, we came back from 1-0 down.
What's Louis put
And
here?
I don't
Southampton.
know.
It's a long game
for that,
back
really.
against Exeter.
What's Louis
coming
put
back
here?
from like a
3-2
1-0
Borough
down.
will deserve more based on performance, then got robbed by the referee again. So you think
You
it'll
get
be a repeat
robbed,
of
yeah.
Ipswich? You think it'll be a repeat
Probably.
of Ipswich?
To be honest with you, mate, it's us that normally get robbed by the referees.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, right. Now that I've read my lineup out, Liam, what do you think? Like, what's your lineup?
There you go.
Oh, here we go. He's got it on. He's got it on Fan Hub as well.
Yeah,
So,
Fan Hub.
yeah, fair play. Cooper, Edwards, Keza Hayden, Gibson, Scar, Azaz, Houghton, Randall, Whitaker, Mumba, Ben Wayne. No, it wouldn't surprise me tomorrow, to be fair. But
Yeah.
one of the comments I think I forgot to read actually from Marcus
finish
here,
that.
actually. I would shock Borough by picking Freddie Asaka up front. That would be an interesting call from Shuey. I'd love to see him have a go though, because obviously we watched his pre-season and obviously he scored that beauty of a goal against Hearts. That was it for for our first pre-season game in southern Spain. Need to be more clinical in the final third, and they switched on the whole game. Yeah, Harry's got a good point there.
I don't know whether he's on about Plymouth or whether he's on about Borough.
Well, if he is on about us, he's not wrong.
But to be honest with you, though,
Because
it doesn't really make a difference.
yeah,
who he's on about.
Daniel
the
Farkas.
same with us really.
Because
Yeah.
we need to do the exact same, really.
We did, yeah.
There's a
we
few
did,
times
yeah.
I've noticed this season we're a bit of a 45-minute club, really. We'll have a bad first half and then a
Yeah.
good second half. But when you're playing at Argyle,
Yeah, he's on about us.
you're going to have to be focused for the full 90 minutes. No switching off,
Mhm.
otherwise the likes
Yeah.
of Morgan Whittaker gets him behind. Because as good as Senny Dieng's been this season,
And
He'll
from where are
probably
we
struggle
sat?
if
Where-
he'll
where
struggle
are
if
we
it's a
sat
one-on-one
in
against
1%?
Whittaker, 'cause
If
Whittaker
that
never
does
does
happen
it.
for Whittaker tomorrow, I will react like this. Yay! So there we go. One of
And
you
if we don't win tomorrow, I'll say
tomorrow, isn't it?
this.
Isn't it you, Yusuf, that's coming down tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm
Say
coming
what?
down.
Yeah,
I'm- well-
you're coming down tomorrow. What time are you leaving tomorrow then? Just out of interest.
Well, I live in London.
Oh,
so
you
it's-
live in London. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not too
yeah,
bad.
yeah. So it's a direct
lives
train,
down the
3
road.
hours.
What time are
You
you
know,
leaving
if
tomorrow?
if Borough ever get to Wembley, Jack.
But
If
there we
Borough ever
go.
get to Wembley,
It's right on your doorstep then, isn't it?
It's literally.
Carabao Cup.
He
You
lives
could walk
literally.
there.
Carabao
he
Cup
lives in
final.
Wembley.
Oh,
Carabao
fair
Cup
enough.
final. We've got it this season. Carabao Cup final and playoff final. So we're going Wembley twice this season.
I love the confidence. To be
Well,
fair,
you don't really need to go. You literally live there. So
Yeah.
Fine.
Just watch it from the
lives
top
at
of the
Wembley.
roof at this point.
Yeah.
He
But
gets
yeah,
into
I'll be going Plymouth tomorrow.
Yeah, and
He
what
gets
time are you
into
leaving
Plymouth.
then, train wise?
I think
8:33.
it's just after 9.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, and I should get in just after 12. I think 12:15 maybe. So I should get to the ground.
Yeah,
I was told about a 10-minute walk or something. Liam was saying.
It's something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
But it's all uphill.
Yeah, but I should get
Darryl
there.
does
for
not
half
like
12.
the
You can
hills.
go
I'll
to
just
walking
put it out
uphill,
there
it's
now.
fine. But if you like me, you can't. Then no. That's all I will
But-
say.
yeah, half an hour, double it, or triple it.
Latte Laugh is class, but I feel as though he hasn't got the composure in front of goal, same with Coburn.
Oh,
I mean, they're both young to be
Yeah, but
fair,
Latte
so-
Laugh can score and assist me. I mean,
Correct.
his whole look at the goal that we scored against Birmingham. That was all from a through ball to Latte Laugh.
Yep.
He held up the ball really well. Waited for Morgan Rogers and Crooks to make a one past him. He played it to Morgan Rogers. He did a one, well, sort of so-called 1-2.
Well, it was
in a way,
terrible,
Crooks.
wasn't
Crooks
it?
just about kept it in. It was an awful goal
Yeah.
to concede if you're Birmingham, but
Mm.
really, that goal was all Latte Laugh's hold-up play, really.
yeah.
And
I'm not
Cardiff
gonna lie,
at home.
Morgan Rogers should have just shot first time. If I'm being
True.
honest.
And Cardiff at home, Latte Laugh scored out of nothing. No one expected him to score. Unbelievable finish. So
McGree, you don't
And,
know
yeah,
when
McGree
McGree's
is
going to
still
be
injured,
back,
Louis,
to be
yeah.
honest.
He is.
Caitlin, we gave Middlesbrough, obviously, as you will, if anyone doesn't know and is new to the stream, Caitlin's a Bolton fan. We gave Middlesbrough a game in the Carabao Cup till injury time. Didn't think
yeah.
we was 3-1 bad, but didn't think we did enough to win or send to penalties.
Well, this is the thing with Borough. we've been known this season for scoring late goals. We scored an 89th-minute goal at Sunderland. Yeah, that was for 4-0, but it was still 87, 88, 89. So we scored quite a few goals in the last 5 minutes of games. Birmingham, prime example. Sunderland, a prime example. Who else did we score late goals against? I can't remember.
What a late goal.
We scored against Exeter in the 82nd. So I suppose that.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm currently holding my breath because we're the opposite. We concede to late goals.
Good shot.
Oh.
So,
Just Shane, that doesn't bode well for tomorrow. Then that's
good news for us.
That's good news for you, lot. Yeah, that's terrible news for us.
Then, hasn't it?
Southampton,
winner,
Birmingham. Technically Swansea, even though we were already 2-1 down, but still.
Well, you conceded a 97th minute against Millwall for 2-0.
And Millwall, yeah.
That was only because the referee didn't give you the foul.
I mean, yeah, the referee was a pain in the arse that night, but we didn't deserve to win that game anyway. Millwall deserved it more than we did. They parked the bus and they got what they wanted.
I will say you'll have to play well for us, otherwise Michael Carrick will have you on.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Second half.
Definitely.
If you don't play well first half, you're not going to win the second.
And that's been the story of most of our season because, especially in that Swansea game, we were brilliant first half. Second half, they tore us apart. I don't know what was going through Michael Duff's head, but they tore us apart that second half. And they still, in my opinion, remain the best side to come home park so far this season. So that's the question for Borough. Will they overtake Swansea in that for that tomorrow?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I reckon it's got 0-0 in the first half, and then everything happens in the second half.
But
I'm not going to lie. I mean, as bad as it sounds,
yeah.
As long as we don't lose, I'll be reasonably pleased as long as we don't lose. To be honest.
Yeah. No. Despite that defeat,
any point away from home, especially going 7 hours down the road, is
No, fair enough.
It's not a bad point to take, really.
Despite that defeat to Stoke, though, who do you feel was your strongest player during that game, and someone you feel
the referee
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the referee, then, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think anyone exactly had a good game.
I thought Engel did okay.
I thought Jones had an okay game, but even he wasn't.
I thought Lucas Engel was solid.
Lucas Engel was good, yeah. He was decent.
Also, it'll be Engel that's up against Morgan.
Yeah, he will be.
That's not going to be. That's not going to be an easy.
It's going to be Whittaker, Mumba, and Ben Waine against your goalkeeper Senny Dieng, of course, former QPR man.
You forget we've got a full defence mate as well.
Oh yeah, I know, but in terms of goalkeeper, in terms of goalkeeper three, yes, it's the same with you guys with Coburn and Latte versus Michael Cooper.
Well, they probably won't start together. It'll be Crooks. It's likely to be Crooks.
No, it could be Crooks as well, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's likely
will be Latte will be on off the bench.
Yeah, we haven't started Latte and Coburn together, so I doubt.
He's more of an impact player, isn't he?
That's because Carrick's not fancied a cuppa yet.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh well.
No, fair enough. Either way, though,
coming out with all the coffee and latte puns today.
What's Marcus said here? Did the Borough team stay in Devon? Two trips to Devon in a week takes its toll. It does.
I think they flew over. I think they flew over.
What, so like a flight from
Newcastle I believe so.
to one of Exeter or Newquay?
No, they're the flown from Teesside Airport.
I'm not sure, but I believe they flew over.
Oh, okay.
Well, Teesside Airport's literally down the road from Rockcliffe, so
yeah.
They've probably gone to Teesside Airport and flew down to Exeter, whatever it's called, Exeter Airport.
Yeah, it would be Exeter Airport, yeah.
I know. I feel sorry for any of the both hands that have travelled to Exeter back and then doing Plymouth to back.
Well, which is exactly why when we play Sheffield Wednesday in March, I intend to stay up there for 2 nights and then go over to Blackburn for that Saturday. Because just going up and down and going up, I just feel it'll be a waste of money, in my opinion.
Especially with the price.
What's Lucas put here? I wouldn't play Coburn tomorrow. He needs a rest, and I'd have to give Latte Laugh a start based off recent form.
I actually agree with that.
I agree with that.
That's what we want, because we literally we were literally saying that we want the likes of Latte Laugh, and we want probably Latte Laugh just ahead of Morgan Rogers. Rogers in the number 10 position, but Carrick never does that. I think he prefers bringing Latte and Rodgers on off the bench because they all seem to make quite an impact. I'd like to see it, but I just have a feeling it's going to be Crooks and Coburn up front. But
it will be.
Though, at the end of the day, if either of them score, then
happy days.
Can't really criticise them. But
you
but
know,
it would be typical Coburn to score against the team he was about to join.
Oh yeah.
But whether he does, I don't know.
In the meantime, then, for the time being, so Liam and I have obviously already set out lineups for Argyle. What is you guys' predicted lineup so far for tomorrow that Michael Carrick's going to select?
Here we go.
Probably pretty similar to Stoke.
Be no different to Stoke, sadly.
Except Hackney's going to be in, obviously.
Hackney for Barlasso.
Is he actually back in the team?
I think Housen's going to come off for Hackney, and pretty similar.
Yeah, Housen. Yeah.
So I can't see him changing really.
Yeah,
the only thing I would think is Crooks and Coburn, but like I said, it's very, very unlikely.
Well, he didn't make many changes to the team when we played against. Well, he made a few changes when we played Exeter, but he still kept the usuals like Isaiah.
Isn't that slightly though because of that? It was a Carabao Cup game compared to obviously being. Game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could have been resting some of the main players, obviously. At the same time, he did make a few changes. I mean, Latte and Rodgers both played from the start against Exeter, and look at that, they both scored. Sammy Silvera played, he scored. Mangua got a start. Glover, I don't exactly rate Tom Glover. I'm afraid I much prefer Zenny Dieng in goal, but I don't think he'll make. I think he'll probably stick to the team almost the team that started against Stoke. Really, Zenny Dieng, Luke Engel, Dale Fry. Who's going to play this?
Paddy.
I'm debating whether Paddy will even start in defence. He probably will.
I think Paddy will. It's been really good. I think this season.
Yeah. And then
been decent.
Well, Vandenberg started at right back against Stoke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be at all sad to. I wouldn't be at all annoyed if Anthony Dijksteel started because I quite like Dijksteel, to be honest.
He was very good against Exeter.
Be interesting if he started, but he always comes on off the bench. Housen and Barlas as the 2 6s.
Yeah.
Cooks always plays as the number 10, and then Coburn is normally up front.
So
at the moment, the ones I have, the players for us, I have high hopes.
Oh yeah, Hackney's back in the team, isn't he? So
at the moment, the players I have high hopes for tomorrow are a Whittaker, Cooper, Gibson, and if he starts, Houghton. They're the 4 I'm going to look at.
2 goals to Exeter.
I'm not going to say Mumba because he's been off form lately, like Liam and I said earlier in the stream. So it'll be interesting to see how Mumba gets on against. I believe it will be. I think he'll be against Vandenberg actually.
Yeah, on the right back. Yeah.
Unless Dijksteel plays at wide back, then it'll be Anthony.
Yeah.
But
I'm
not going to lie. With Mumba's pace, he'll probably whiz past us.
But that's what I mean. I want to see the Mumba against Huddersfield, not the Mumba of lately.
Yeah, I forgot Hackney's back in. I'm looking at the Stoke team. That's why.
Yeah.
So Hackney in for Barlassa probably, or Housen. I don't know which one he'll put on the bench though, but it'll probably be Johnny Housen if anything.
Yeah.
And then does Sam Greenwood start? I don't know. I wouldn't.
He has been scoring a few goals though lately for you guys, hasn't he?
Yeah, against Norwich and Sunderland.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sammy Silvera even started.
I'm pretty sure that Sunderland game, despite the red card, is probably your best performance of the season so far.
Oh.
Everyone's saying that Brother only won because of the red card. Like Dan Neil, when he was on the pitch, did not. So even if he was on the pitch, we'd have still won because they were poor. They were just poor in the final.
No, either way,
sour
obviously,
grapes,
from you guys' point of view, you can't beat a derby win like that, surely, especially at a ground you haven't won at in ages.
Oh, we weren't sad about it.
No, exactly.
Never won there since the Premier League.
That's one of your biggest rivals. That's a brilliant, amazing win, of course.
Yeah, and I know what Sunderland fans were saying at the end of that game. Well, that was absolutely cack.
Yes, they were saying that, indeed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done, Daz.
Well, bit of a spoiler, but if Borough do lose tomorrow and everyone watches my matchday episode, you might see that clip some point during the episode. So much to Darryl's delight. So there we go. Also, knowing Liam, he'll love it as well.
I'll certainly watch it if we win.
Yeah. Well, overall though, thoughts on your season overall? Obviously, despite the poor start, it has built up again despite that Stoke defeat. But thoughts on the overall season so far?
Well,
pretty similar to last season, wasn't it? And the fact that we've done it now with the same manager is pretty good, isn't it?
We haven't sacked Carrick. We've sort of stuck by him. Which you know what's funny? You know what really makes me laugh is all those fans that were calling in on BBC Tees. Now this is Middlesbrough's local radio. BBC Tees is where all of our commentary and stuff is. People were calling in and texting in saying, like, when we were on the one of like 6-7 games without a win. This was before we played Sheffield Wednesday. Everyone's like, we're going to lose to Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, Carrick needs to go. He's awful, blah, 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 blah. As soon as we beat Southampton and started winning games on the bounce, Carrick's taken us to the Premier League.
Oh,
what class. Yep.
Really...
that just sounds like the day in the life.
It's laughable, but it also irritates me. Because I've said all season, like, I knew this season was going to be difficult. It's probably... I think championship season-wise, I think this is probably the toughest championship season with the clubs that have come up and the clubs that have come down. You know, it's like an old classic championship lineup.
Oh no, it reminds me of when I was a kid.
Apart from the likes of Rotherham, who were just League One yo-yo club.
It reminds me of when I was a kid, actually, because of our years.
It's like an old classic one, isn't it?
During those years, actually, we only faced Borough once in those championship years, which was 09-10, because obviously all the other years you were in the Premier League while we were in the championship.
We got relegated in 2009.
That was it, yeah, with Newcastle and West Brom. We stayed up that season and relegated Norwich, Southampton and Charlton to League One. So it is very interesting. But yeah, no, obviously as for our season, and I think Liam will back me on this, say mixed, but it's been promising. We have had a lot of unlucky games. So Huddersfield, Huddersfield blew them away. Watford, a solid away point on the road. Southampton, so unlucky. Birmingham, so unlucky. Then it's Blackburn. There were parts where they nearly scored, but we tore them apart overall as a whole with that 3-0. Then Preston, right now, Preston's an interesting.
Preston, you just didn't turn up.
We played very well, but Preston's an interesting one because we played very well. But I'm going to maintain my point and opinion that we didn't deserve anything from the game anyway because we couldn't finish for shit, even though we did play well in that game.
You were feeling low after that.
Yeah, we were. I managed to avoid the crowd after the game to say my full-time thoughts. Getting back in the car, down the M6 and M5, back down here, of course. Then after that was Bristol City, without a doubt, the worst performance of the season so far. Shuey picked the wrong team.
Usual saying you picked the wrong team.
Then Norwich, our best performance of the season so far. You couldn't get any better than that. Hull was a valuable point, especially against the sides that pretty much on paper, playing-wise, tore us apart that second half. Then Millwall was disappointing. We didn't deserve it. We didn't have the referee on our side, but it was disappointing. Swansea, best team to come home park so far. West Brom, we should have won. Again, couldn't finish, and their keeper was outstanding. Wednesday, they actually played all right against us. I think a lot of people underestimated them, but we still ended up...
Still battered them.
We still, exactly.
I did say all along that they would come at
them. Like Liam said, we still battered them, but they did play well. And then Ipswich, we got absolutely robbed. So, yeah, it's been an up and down season. But like we've all said, as long as we stay up, I'm happy with that. What's Caitlin put here? I thought Ipswich will do well, but nowhere near as well as doing. Yeah, all the same, to be fair, because I had them 9th in my predictions. They're currently
they have got some really good players in it.
They are flying at the moment. In fact, speaking of predictions, obviously I know Darryl and Liam's predictions, but say it anyway. Yusuf
Speaking
and
of-
Jake. Yusuf and Jake,
Speak-
where did you guys have Middlesbrough in your start of the season predictions?
Playoffs
No,
again,
Yusuf
just scraping
probably
playoffs.
second.
I went 6th again, but that got wiped off the table straight away, didn't it? But we still could get there.
think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still
Yeah,
get the
Yeah, we
top-
you can still
recovered
get
very well.
Mm.
We recovered very well.
most
Not
of
as
our
well
fans
as we
would
did
have had us
last year,
finishing
but-
second, but doubt that was going to happen. The last
I
season was
honestly-
our
with
best.
all
Last season
those
was
players
our
leaving.
best chance of promotion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Best chance of promotion last season,
Yeah,
and we cocked
yeah.
it up totally.
We absolutely bottled it.
It was difficult to start the season because it's such a difficult. This season's difficult. really
It's
difficult
always
to
as a
predict,
good
so
bad start for us lately.
I think I had us to. Well, I definitely had us finishing top 10. I think I had us maybe 8 or 7, probably just slightly missing out on the playoffs. But I don't see why we can't get playoffs. But I think it could end up being the same as well as Rotherham. As you know, when we played against Rotherham, we missed out on the playoffs because of Derby.
Yeah.
But there was too many times when we get into the playoffs and we're fighting for playoffs. There's too many occasions where we think the job's in our hands, and then we start to go on a massive dip in form. And it's always March time where we start to fall apart, and it happened last season as well. Starting obviously when we lost to Luton, and then we were just losing games galore at times. So it's hard to say at the minute. So
Yeah.
we're not even halfway through the season yet. So
Yeah.
you know, making predictions at the
go
moment is very difficult.
Absolutely anywhere.
I mean, if you'd have gone by the first 10 games of the season, you'd have said we'd have probably been looking at a relegation team, you know, because we were shocking.
We were
for them first couple
absolutely
of games.
awful.
We were all over. We were
I
absolutely.
couldn't believe it. I thought you had a really good start.
Yeah, but you got
I
to
thought you
remember
would have
last
a really good
season,
start,
we
but
were the same
obviously
last season, and I mean,
Yeah.
Jake had already said this is at the minute this is similar to last season.
Yeah.
Only difference is we haven't sacked Carrick, we've actually stuck by him,
Yeah.
and it's actually worked out. It's actually worked out
Yeah.
rather well.
I said it was a
And
we
good
always
thing.
seem
We
to
should
do-
never
just
sack
out
We
of
always seem to do
curiosity.
better in the second half of seasons.
Yeah.
So
And just out of curiosity, where did you guys have us boys in green, Argyle, this season?
I
we
said
kind of had
18th.
about 19th.
18th, I said.
Oh, I will take that. We'll take that.
As long as you can avoid the bottom 3, you're fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where
I
did
think
you
the
have
home
us?
form will help them.
Yeah, we were saying it at the start.
Mm.
It's your home form that will keep you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
the atmosphere is unreal at Home Park, so I
it
think
is.
it's gonna scare a lot
Yeah.
of some big teams. I think you'll at least beat one of the big boys. It wouldn't surprise me if you beat a couple of the teams that finish in the playoffs. To be fair, at
Yeah.
home.
No, to be honest,
Sunderland,
Borough.
obviously.
They won't be Borough, but there'll be 2 other sides.
Well, the atmosphere is good, Yusuf, but when you have stewards that are melts, mate, it's a different story.
Liam has
Okay.
got
I mean, some
Shy
of the
Sutherland,
stewards around
hi
now
Cornish
look
Shanna.
better.
I'm an Argyle fan. I love the content. Keep it up, mate. Love the content. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Marcus, games should have been over by half time against Millwall, but we didn't take our chances. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
that's the thing. If you don't take your chances, you'll get
'Cause-
punished.
You're gonna get
The
punished,
game against Wednesday, Yusuf, the stewards were awful, weren't they, Jack?
They were
were they?
awful, but I don't think it's just at us.
We-
Though. It's happening at
in-
so many championship.
In my
Premier League
block,
grounds at
we
the
want
moment.
a lot of our fans wanted to score so we can push those stewards down the stairs.
I did hear that. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not. It was not a good night for the stewards, to put it that
Bit
way.
of a toxic.
Good
night,
excuse,
though.
though.
But
Yeah, they will sing and get a
I'm
proper
gonna
job.
I'm gonna swiftly move on from the
Yeah.
aggravating
Yeah,
stewards. Obviously, well, I've seen what Steven Schumacher has said about tomorrow for the time being regarding Middlesbrough. We know we're going to be the underdogs again because they're a massive club in the championship, but we'll just do our best. So that's what Shuey said about
Yeah,
tomorrow for the time being. What has Michael Carrick said tomorrow for tomorrow about our game so far?
Well, I'm just trying to get it up, actually.
Yeah, I don't think.
Why have to put us at a video?
Hopefully the words are
Yeah,
can't
they always do,
underestimate
don't
him.
they? It's that media conference or whatever it is, isn't it?
Yeah. I
same
think
as ours.
he
I
just
rarely
basically
watch them,
said-
but-
yeah. I think he basically just said that it's going to be a tough game. Every game in the championship is tough, and we shouldn't underestimate anyone. along those lines, basically. And
Yeah,
pretty much
very
that.
true.
Pretty much that.
Well, I mean, obviously Plymouth will go in as the massive underdogs, obviously, because of the positionings in the table. But how many times have we gone in as favourites against teams that are low in the table and
Stoke
lost? Well,
I mean,
not
I
Stoke,
can't lie.
not necessarily Stoke.
Same position.
Yeah, I can't lie. I think we're
Still
going
can't team,
to be underdogs now all the way till December. Which, to be fair, I'm all right
until
with.
Stoke at
I'm
home.
expecting it. That's what I mean, and that's in December as well, Liam. So we're going to be underdogs the whole month.
Well, to be honest, we could be slight favourites against Coventry.
It depends on how Coventry do. It depends on how Coventry do in these next 3 games, I feel, because they're really under pressure at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
They had a good start to the season, then they
did.
Yeah.
I mean, they had their biggest rivals on opening day, and they gave them a hell of a game.
Yeah.
But
to be honest with you,
lately they've been blowing so many games at home lately. Coventry have.
well, Coventry could lose every game. We could sneak a win somewhere, and Coventry still be the favourites. So there we go.
To be honest, I expect us to be underdogs the whole month, so I'm not going to be surprised. I mean, after this, we've got Leeds away, then we've got Sunderland at home. I mean, you can't ask for 3.
Yeah, we can't do what Norwich did.
Norwich
they only had to turn up
3 points in the bag. Yeah, and it didn't happen for them. Look where they are on the table now. They're inconsistent. They're currently 17th.
You can't afford
bad mentality.
2 positions behind us.
Well, it's not just 2 positions behind us. In front of us. Sorry, Liam. There's I mean, just look at the gap in the table. We're on 15 points, and
what are they on?
Norwich
16?
are on 17. They're on 17. Middlesbrough are only 5 points ahead of us, so it's still really tight.
You win against us, and it's only a 2-point gap. So.
Exactly. And,
it's anyone's game at the moment.
Exactly. It's still very tight. The playoffs is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Is 8 points ahead of us, so it's not that bad.
It's still doable.
It is. And then
we're a couple seasons now, though, isn't it?
We're near enough. We're near enough midway between the
close, doesn't it?
We're near enough midway between the two because we're 8 points behind the playoff zone, but we're also 6 points ahead of the relegation zone. So we're really stuck in the middle here at the moment, which sums up inconsistent FC that we are at the moment. Which, to be honest, considering that our aim is to stay up this season and maybe even more than stay up, I'll take being inconsistent FC because that's what keeps you up in your first season back.
Yeah. Good mentality.
So, what's David said here? I'm going to this game. Let's hope we get playoffs this year or at least stay up. Oh, it's about us, this is,
I don't see you getting playoffs. I can see you staying up.
I think the main
it would be amazing. I will say that, David. It will be amazing if that does happen. You know what's interesting about that, actually, David, is that I had an Ipswich fan who knows Alex Griffin very well on my video last week. Oscar.
Speaking of Alex
I could just see
I've got a photo of his dad on here.
I know. Oscar, yes. That's
Alex Griffin's dad.
Oscar, this Ipswich fan came on my video and I asked him at the moment where we'll finish. And he said, I wouldn't be surprised if you're just behind the playoffs, which just shows how tight this league honestly is. And
fair enough.
I asked them all last week on who they got up and down so far at the moment. And at the moment, they've got Sheffield Wednesday, QPR and Rotherham to go down and Leicester, Ipswich and Leeds to go up. As it stands, that's what they have. So
I'm not sure about Leeds. But
will be interesting to see. Speaking of which, it is still currently 0-0 at the King Power.
I know we're watching it in a minute.
But either way, though, it's going to be a very interesting season. I feel we could be above Preston this season. That would be very interesting. And also, I'll tell you what, that would get one over Ryan Lowe, so I'll be very pleased with that.
He'd be feeling low after that.
Yeah, exactly. As Darryl has said so many times during this stream.
What you don't realise, what you won't realise, Jack, is, Yusuf's known me for years. Yeah. Jake's known me for... We haven't known me as long, but you've known me for a while, but not too long. I don't know.
2 seasons.
Yes, about 2 years then.
1.5.
Yusuf's known me, since he was on both on TV.
About 6 years, isn't it? 6 years.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
Good couple of years, I've got to say, because it was like, I think it was 2018, I think was when I first
2017. No, 2017.
2018, something like that was.
Ryan Lowe will get all the banter. Let's hope. That's all I can say.
As long as we finish, as long as we can finish above Sunderland, I couldn't care.
Before we move on to the last part of the stream, actually, have one of you three got any questions about Argyle or for me and Liam at the moment, or has Liam got any questions for you three at the moment? Before I move on to the last part of the stream,
when are you getting that extension that's been planned?
All I can say to that is
what a question.
God knows how many years. That's all I'm going to say to that. Probably God knows how many years. Okay. This is my answer. Actually, this is my answer. It will happen eventually.
That doesn't narrow down much, does it?
Yeah.
It could be 100 years' time.
Yeah, it probably could be knowing us.
Can we just say about speaking of Championship? Can we all agree the situation with Sheffield Wednesday is just getting worse and worse?
Oh, it is terrible.
Yeah.
How on earth are fans supposed to get 2-0?
No, exactly. They've just had their first win of the season as well, and then this gets thrown into them. They look to be going on a roll as well under Danny Roll, and then now this happens.
Yeah, well, he was in that Oasis song, wasn't he? You got a wool with it.
God.
That's a joke about Danny Wall, that.
Yes.
But he likes a good sausage roll as well. Can't beat a good sausage roll.
Well, for the last part of the stream then, obviously,
Yusuf, you get used to it, mate.
Yeah. Harvey, Darryl, Liam and I, we did cover this yesterday when we did our prediction stream, but I am going to go through quick fire predictions for these two for tonight on what they think so far for this weekend. What was your prediction for this Leicester Leeds game before the game? Obviously, us three have already said ours, but what did you?
I said 1-1. 1-1. I thought.
Oh, you got the same as me. Fair enough.
2-1 Leicester.
Well, Liam's hoping you're wrong because he's got a bet on them. He's got a bet on Leicester.
Yeah, Leicester won't win.
Well, if it's 1-1, Yusuf, at the end, then we are both right because I also have 1-1.
Now,
I think
Leicester.
didn't have 2-1. Didn't have 2-1 Leicester, I think.
And then for the rest of the weekend, we've got Birmingham Ipswich. What have you two thinking about that at the moment?
2-0 Ipswich.
Doing well, yeah, Rooney's not doing well at all.
He's not doing well at all, no. And it all started when they came to Borough. Perfect.
Exactly. I think 1-1.
1-1 at the moment. Mia saying still live. Yeah, we're in the last part of our stream now, Mia. Just some quick fire predictions for these two.
Ended.
The three of us and Harvey covered yesterday, of course. So you're both saying Ipswich wins for tomorrow?
I said 1-1.
Yeah. Oh, 1-1. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm saying 2-0 Ipswich, definitely.
Bristol City, Sheffield Wednesday. What are your thoughts on that so far?
I think Sheffield Wednesday. I think Sheffield Wednesday will win. I'm gonna go opposite.
Fair enough.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Enough.
Sheffield Wednesday 2-0.
Yesterday will cause a shock.
Wednesday will happen tomorrow, but Bristol City are without Nigel Pearson, so it could be a good opportunity for them, and they could put those financial troubles aside for tomorrow's match. So no, it could happen. To be fair, Yusuf, what are you thinking, Jake?
Bye bye, Sheppy.
Oh, it's 3-1 Walsall.
Well, I think it's also a perfect opportunity, isn't it? It's a perfect opportunity to finally pounce on something. I think they've been very unlucky, haven't they? So
in some games, I'd agree. They've actually played all right. Watford, they played very well.
They've just been very unlucky, and I think this is their one chance where they can go, right, we can pounce on this.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be very gutted if they don't. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So you're both saying Wednesday to win tomorrow?
No, I'm saying them to lose, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I've gone reverse. I've gone 2-0.
I love that. It's just basic. That is your football.
Me and Yusuf are just going against each other here.
That's your football red herrings for you. We all go on about how Sheffield Wednesday's been unlucky, and then we go, "Oh, despite this, I still think they're going to lose."
You know what's funny is they're all going for different scores, but the one prediction that we did agree on was 2-1 Borough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only one we agree on.
Yeah, no, there is that
Yes,
as
it's
well.
pretty easy.
Before we go on to the next prediction, actually, we'll put it this way: Tommy Smith is out for us for the rest of the season, so any player that's injured won't be back till next season, next year.
God. Not all injuries rule him out for the full season. Tommy Smith is out for the full season, but
then the next game is Huddersfield versus Watford. What are you thinking at the moment? Huddersfield at home for that game.
Away win, Watford.
Yeah, 1-0, I think.
Oh, we've all
1-0
got
Watford.
away wins then for that one then. Then we've got Millwall Southampton at the Den.
Millwall.
2-1. 2-1 Millwall.
Yeah,
Oh,
Millwall
fair
1-0.
enough. I love how we've all gone different for this one because I said a draw for this one, and then Liam and Darryl both got with Southampton wins.
Nah,
you
Millwall.
went with Millwall. I went with Saints, to be honest with you. Hey, I see, as Liam would call him, Mr. Erm's doing well at Hudders.
Oh, Darren Moore, no, he's not doing very well at all.
Liam calls him Mr. Erm because every time he's speaking in an interview, yeah, well, I think.
Well, you do. There are a lot of people that stutter, to be fair, myself included, in nearly every episode of mine.
I don't stutter. Sorry. I was doing an ad.
That's an impression of me at this point.
No. Your impression is no.
Oh yes, all right, okay. No, we don't need to play.
He's gonna play it, isn't he?
No.
For fuck's sake. If you want to see more of that, it's in the Sheffield Wednesday video from last season at Hillsborough. It's right there for you all. So yeah, we've all got different.
No.
Yeah, that's. Preston Coventry. What are you both thinking for that one? Preston back home.
A draw.
Coventry for me. 2-0 Coventry.
A draw. 1-1 draw.
Oh, fair enough.
I went with 2-1 to 2-1 FC. I call
So you've gone. Jake's gone the same as Liam. A
kept
draw.
winning 2-1 at home.
We've all gone different again for this one. Yusuf has gone with a Coventry win, and then me and Darryl have both gone with a Preston win. Both with 2-1 as well, fun enough.
Well, put it this way: if they want to get back up the table, they'll have to be impressed soon.
Yeah. Shuey turned down Huddersfield last season. Yeah, he turned down both Huddersfield and West Brom last season. Good on him. That's what I say.
Good old Formula One racer.
Rotherham QPR, what do you guys think of that? It's a relegation battle at the New York Stadium tomorrow.
QPR
Game, please.
2-1.
QPR 2-0. 2-0.
You both going QPR?
Yeah.
No, fair enough. Could happen, to be fair, with their new manager. So you've gone different to Darryl, Liam, and I here because we've all got Rotherham wins.
QPR.
Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. QPR are bad. Then again, they have just sacked Professor Snape. So,
but it is a must.
That's what he looks like, Professor Snape.
It is a must win for Rotherham.
He's come back to
it would be
Hogwarts.
typical Rotherham to absolutely blow it in a game that is a must win for them. Then Stoke have got Cardiff at home.
Stoke.
Yeah,
1-0 Stoke.
I reckon, to be honest.
Stoke 1-0.
What do you think, Jake?
It's a tough one to
I'm
call.
going to go 1-0 Cardiff.
Really good form.
Oh, okay.
I think Cardiff will win.
Well, Yusuf has got the exact same prediction as me because I've also got 1-0 Stoke. And then obviously Liam and Darryl have both gone Cardiff wins. Swansea's got one of your biggest rivals tomorrow in Sunderland.
Sunderland will
I
win.
think Sunderland will win 2-0.
Nah, 3-0.
So you think Sunderland will bounce back from their inconsistent form at the moment?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'll say different again to us because I've gone with a draw, and I swear you both went with Swansea wins for that one. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Liam's confirmed it.
Yeah.
And then the other two to go. West Brom's got Hull at the Hawthorns tomorrow.
Hull.
You're back in Hull to win. Fair enough.
2-1.
I'm going for a 1-1. 1-1 draw.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a tough game for both sides, that.
Again, loving the variety because obviously Liam and I have both gone with a West Brom win for that one. And then Norwich Blackburn, the Sunday kickoff at 12 o'clock at Carrow Road.
1-0 Leeds.
Oh, is it one? Liam's a few minutes ahead of me. So I haven't got to that bit yet.
I told you Leicester won't win.
Was that James who scored?
Hang on. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
No
just to
goal
confirm,
as well.
It is 1-0 to Leeds United.
Oh, was it a non-goal?
So
Jammy-
as it
Jammy
stands,
Leeds.
this will be Leicester's second defeat of the season.
Oh,
so
no,
this
it's not.
is a huge win
I
for
think
Leeds.
Jorginho Ruta, of all people.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's right.
That's so it's first blood to Leeds at the King Power Stadium so far.
Oh, that's very unlucky. Very
But
unlucky.
if Leicester get a goal back and it stays like that, then we've got it spot on, Yusuf.
Can I say?
Oh yeah.
But will be interesting. I can't lie though. I mean, in terms of which club I prefer, I'd rather Leicester win. However,
Yeah.
if Leeds win, it does make the title race so much more interesting, to put it that way.
Mm.
So there is that as well. So I actually wouldn't mind it, to be fair. Also, I wouldn't mind them just using all their steam up to today to then absolutely bugger it next week against us, if possible. But no,
Yes.
Yeah, Rutter scored.
Yes, Jack had already read that comment.
I have indeed.
But
Yeah, what are you all thinking for Norwich Blackburn then for Sunday?
Ooh. Norwich will win 2-0.
Okay, and what about you, Jake?
I agree with Yusuf. 2-0.
Oh, fair enough. And then there's us three have gone with draws for that one. But yeah, I guess that covers everything really for this stream. Everyone, has anyone got any last minute questions or any thoughts?
I haven't.
No.
All I'm gonna say really is best of luck to you, but don't enjoy the result.
And up your nose.
Oh, he's got his up.
Come on.
But yeah, no, either way.
If we lose, I'll be saying this on whenever you're doing the review. Well, that was absolutely cack.
I hope you
I'm
do.
not saying that. But there you go.
Are you live on Sunday? We don't know yet, David. We'll figure it out depending on our availability and all that. We'll see. We'll work around it. But we got all week anyway because Leeds isn't until next weekend, of course. So yeah.
Either way.
By the way, though, a massive thank you to Jake, Yusuf, and of course Darryl for our streams. And we'll probably see Liam and I will probably see Yusuf tomorrow some point during the game. So that'll be a good catch up, of course. And of course, hope you all guys in the audience enjoyed the two usual suspects of this channel of Liam Martin and myself, the Cornish Jammer.
Free actually, because I'm
free because Darryl's basically become the what's the word I'm looking for? Official guest of every stream.
Official neutral.
The official neutral, put it that way as well. So Darryl is May as well.
Basically, I just come on for the banter. Really.
Darryl is May as well is the other usual suspect now, to put it that way. But either way, though, guys, cheers for watching this stream, though, which is the main thing. And yeah, big one tomorrow, guys. Up the Janners, up the Argyle, up the Greens, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. A big one tomorrow.
All together now. Up the borough.
Up the borough.
Come on.
They've all said up the borough. I'd rather say up the Argyle. But either way, cheers for watching in and tuning in, guys. And we'll see you for tomorrow. Catch you in a bit.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.